Friends, my name is Archit, and today I'm going to show you how event listener or event emitter work in Node.js. So first of all, what is events? Events and event loops. Like Node.js uses heavily, and it is also one of the reason why Node.js is pretty fast as compared to other similar technologies. As soon as Node starts its server, it simply initiates its variable, declares function, and then simply wait for the next event to occur. So many objects in Node event emits. For example, add Node net.server emits an event each time a peer connect to it. As fs.readStream emits an event when the file is opened, and objects which emit events are instance of event emitters. So basically, uh, like uh, Node.js use heavily event emitter. Whenever something happen, some event is connected to some functions, and that's the emit the function. So we can do lots of things with event emitter. Like you can say it's an alternative of like callback function of callback function in JavaScript. We can use both as parallelly also, but there is some similarities and dissimilarities. We will talk about it. So it's basically similar to asynchronous function in JavaScript callback events. So basically Node is event driven single-threaded language. So it's a single-threaded, but we can do concurrently function emission and function calling in Node.js using an event editor. So for this, I'm going to show you some simple example for event emitter, how Node.js event emitter works, and how you can connect it with your and emit and listen. And there are lots of methods for event emitter. So first of all, you have to initiate require events. So it's an you can say an property or event class that's give you a event loop and event emitter and event handler, event add listener and event remove, all the functions in it, so you can handle the events in Node.js. After that, we have to initiate a new instance of event emitter. So we are going to write where event emitter new. So it's going to create an object of event emitter, event.EventEmitter, and then we have to create a listener function. So which is going to bind our connection event or something else, whatever you want to create. So first we created a variable listener1 function, and which just consists console.log listener1 is executed, and we also create another function, listener function, which is also connected to our listener, and it contains console.log listener2 is executed. It's just like a resemblance of the function that we are going to connect with our event emitter. So after which will be executed one by one whenever we emit our event. So after that, we have to bind our listener1 to the event emitter function. So for this we need event emitter, that instance that we have created, and add listener to it, and first parameter takes the connection which is the name of which is the name of our event which we are going to emit, and we connected listener1 to it. So we add listener1 to our event connection. Then we are going to use eventEmitter.on, which is also going to like add listener 2 event to the our connection event. So simple as that, we connected listener 1 as an add event, and on event emitter we connected listener 2. So after the execution of one, whenever we emit the connection event, then first of all listener 1 is executed, and after that event dot on listener 2 function is executed. So then we are going to create a call event listener function, in which this is nothing but just calculate how many listener function are connected with our emitter, so event. So for this we are going to use events.Emitter.listener class, listener count class, and it will take our event emitter object that we have initiated to start at the beginning, and our connection name, our event name. So event.EventEmitter listener count takes the object of the event emitter and then our event name. So it will give you the number of listener function connected to your event. So event listener, we just have consoled the listener event, and just simple as this. And after that we are going to call this function again. We are going to call this function like call event listener. It will show us that how many functions are connected. So let's run this program first, and after that at the end we have to console.log program, and so we are going to run this program using a node event listener my file, and you can see two listener listening to connection event and program, and after that, so two listener 1 and listener 2 is connected to our this listener, and it shows how many listener function are connected to our connection event. So again we are going to create a function which is function call name as callEventEmitter. So in which we are going to emit our event event, which we are going to fire our event, and this will run this listener automatically. So we just have created another function name as callEventEmitter, and which uses event emitter object, and there is a method for this which is called emit, and it takes your event name, which is connection. So let's call this function after this and run this program again. Let's see what happens. Now two listener listening to connection event. So this connection event has two listeners. Listener 1 is after the execution of call event function, our event connection emits, and it emits the two functions, which is listener 1 is called and listener 2 is called. After that the program will end. So you can see it's working in a synchronous way, and the program ends, console.log program end is at the end of the function whenever all these all these events are executed. So it's work in a synchronous way. So after that now we are going to remove our listener 1. So for this we are going to use our event emitter remove listener method, which takes the emitter name, which takes the event name, and the event listener that we are going to remove. So we are going to remove listener 1, and after that it will console the listener will not listen now. So let's execute this function again. First of all, save this, execute. Now two listeners listening to our connection, that's obvious. It's just because we have called this function, and after this listener 1 is executed, listener 2 is executed, and after this we have removed our listener 1. So listener 1 will not listen now definitely, and program sends. So after this we are going to call for this to prove this thing is listener 1 will not listen now to our connection emitter event. We are going to call these two function again, call event listener and call event emitter. So call event listener again shows again print us how many listeners are connected to our connection event, and call event emitter again shows the again run our listener connected to these connections. So let's see what happens. Let's save this function again, and we're going to call this. Now you can easily first, when we have two listener bind to our listener connection listener event, our call event function shows two listener listen to connection event. Now after that we emit our connection event, which fire two functions, listener 1 execute and listener 2 execute, which is the listener of connection event. And then we just remove our listener 1 from the connection event. We just remove our listener 1 from this connection event. Now we execute again the how many listeners are connected. So it shows us that listener 1 only one listener is connected to the event. So one listener is removed because of this code of line. After that we also emit our connection event to show how many function will go into execute. So we just execute listener 2 because listener 1 is removed from our connection event. So at the end of this program is end. So program is end at the end of it, and it's going to work in a synchronous way. All this, first of all the connection have made, and it waiting for the event to be fired, and a variable has to be declared, and after that all these event emitter and event connections execute. The console.log is running, which is all these functions are working in a synchronous way. So friend, this is simple tutorial on eventListener on Nodejs. Just like, comment and share if you like it, and I'm going to show you more tutorial on simple tutorial on Nodejs, and the main part on the key points on all these things. Thanks.